In the middle of a peaceful forest, there was a beautiful pond surrounded by tall green grass and floating lily pads. Dragonflies buzzed gently above the water, fish swam quietly below the surface, and frogs croaked happily in the warm sunshine. Among all the frogs in the pond lived a little frog named Freddie. Freddie was known for one special thing. He was extremely curious. While other frogs were happy sitting on their favorite lily pads, Freddie loved to look around and wonder about everything. He often asked himself questions like, "Where does the rainwater go?" Or "What lies beyond the far side of the pond?" One bright morning, as the sun sparkled on the water, Freddie noticed something unusual floating far across the pond. It was a shiny green leaf gently drifting near the reeds on the other side. Freddie's eyes grew wide with excitement. He had never seen a leaf shine like that before. "I wonder what's on the other side of the pond," Freddie thought. "Maybe there are new lily pads or new friends." The thought filled him with excitement. Ignoring the warnings from his friends, Freddie decided he would explore the other side of the pond. He planned to hop across the lily pads one by one until he reached the shiny leaf. With a deep breath, Freddie made his first jump. He landed safely on a lily pad. Then he jumped again. The pond seemed bigger than he had imagined, but Freddie kept hopping with determination. As he made another jump, he noticed someone watching him from the water. It was Tilly the turtle, the oldest and wisest creature in the pond. Tilly slowly lifted her head above the water and looked at Freddie kindly. "Where are you going in such a hurry, little Freddie?" she asked. Freddie smiled proudly. "I'm exploring. I want to see that shiny leaf on the other side of the pond." Tilly nodded gently. "Curiosity is a wonderful thing," she said. "But remember, the pond can be tricky. Some lily pads are not as steady as they look. Be careful." Freddie promised he would be careful and continued hopping across the lily pads. But as he moved farther from the shore, the lily pads became smaller and the water below looked deeper and darker. Soon Freddie landed on a tiny lily pad. Suddenly, the lily pad tilted. Freddie croaked. Before he could steady himself, his feet slipped. Freddie fell into the water. For a moment, he felt scared. The water was deeper than he expected, and he could not see the bottom. But then Freddie remembered Tilly's advice. "Stay calm." Freddie took a deep breath and paddled with all his strength. After a few seconds, he saw a floating log nearby. Freddie quickly swam toward it and climbed on top of the log to rest. He was safe, but his heart was still beating fast. Just then, the water rippled beside the log. Tilly the turtle appeared. "I thought you might need a little help," she said with a warm smile. Freddie looked down shyly. "I wanted to explore the pond," he said, "but I didn't realize how tricky it could be." Tilly nodded kindly. "Exploring helps us learn about the world," she said, "but it's important to listen to advice and stay safe." Freddie understood. With Tilly's help, he slowly returned to the safe side of the pond. His friends were relieved to see him back. Freddie smiled and said, "I still want to explore the pond someday, but next time I will explore carefully and I will listen to my friends." From that day on, Freddie continued to be curious and adventurous. But he always remembered the lesson he learned that day. Curiosity can lead to wonderful discoveries. But being careful and listening to wise advice makes every adventure safer and better. Moral: curiosity is wonderful, but safety and listening to advice are important too.